Hey guys, it's Kevin again, and in this video, I'm going to review Season 3, Episode 8 of Awkward, Rubbed, Raw, and, Revealing. No, Rubbed, Raw, and Reeling. And I think this was a really big episode. It was definitely one of my favorites of the season. It was very funny, but it also provided a lot of insight and definitely made me think about a few things. But I gotta say, it was very, very funny and definitely one of the best episodes of the season. Like, I liked how it was mainly just an A and B plot, not ABC. Because sometimes when there's three plots, we don't get enough of one plot. But this episode, there was just two plots. Sadie really didn't do anything because she was at the poetry thing. I'm sorry, I got this itch in my back all of a sudden. I don't know what that is. But the episode was pretty much about, so Jenna is watching Maddie playing soccer, and in the middle of the soccer game, these girls are just coming after him. And Tamara tells Jenna how she really how Maddie is all these girls really like Maddie, and then Maddie takes off his shirt and she says, "Oh no, that's not cheering, that's 50 Shades of Grey." That was one of the best lines from Tamara. Tamara had some great lines in this. She always has great lines, but she was so funny in this episode. This was definitely one of Tamara's funniest episodes because she was so funny. And so Jenna is kind of jealous, but she doesn't really express it towards Maddie. She just kind of says, "Okay, if the girls like you, they can like you," and stuff like that. But pretty much what happens after that is that we see that Jenna is in her English class, and the English teacher kind of tells her how she doesn't really express herself very much. Like, she's very shy about things, and he really wants her to do something big, like do something very big. And so she goes to this poetry thing, and not really poetry, but story thing. When she's there, she tells Val about it, and Val ends up doing this thing where she is dancing very revealingly. It was very funny. And then Jenna tells everybody the story of how she lost her virginity to Maddie. But and everyone actually, everyone enjoys it. She gets a great thing out of everybody, and her parents are there. It was great when her father's like, "This is the story of how I lost my virginity." Virginity. Well, I'm gonna go wait in the car. That was hilarious when her father said that. That was really great because her father's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go wait in the car." Like, on that note, I don't want to be here for this. Yeah. So I thought it was really funny, and it was really great how it all worked out for her. So I was very happy about that. Then after that, what happens is that we see Colin. Colin's there, and Colin asks Jenna if she'd like to go with him to a party, and she ends up going with him. But then Jenna's mom asks her, "Who was it you were with that whole time?" And she says how she was with Colin. But we find out that Jenna is getting jealous of Colin's girlfriend. And I think it's very interesting that she's getting jealous of her, his girlfriend, and how she really likes him, and she really likes this guy, and how she's starting to care more about Colin than she is about Maddie, and I think that was very interesting. And we see Jenna starts to like Colin. And so we find out that speech that she was talking about was not about losing her virginity to Maddie, but how she wants her first time to be with Colin. And I thought that was really big. Honestly, that was huge. I think it's kind of weird they keep going back and forth between Maddie and Colin. I really hope this plot goes quite a few episodes, and I think the season finale is going to be... But seriously, if the season finale is the same thing as last year with her trying to pick Maddie and Jake, except this time it's Maddie and Colin, I'm going to be pissed. Because that's exactly what they did last year. I didn't see the finale last year, but I know that's pretty much what they did. So if that's what happens in this episode, in this finale, then I'm not going to be very happy. But I really loved this this plot. I thought it was really great. And in the end, her writing teacher is very proud of her. So I thought that was really great. And I like how we sort of have this bond between her and her writing teacher. She even said, am I suddenly getting this bond between me and my writing teacher? And I really enjoyed that because it's going to be great to see a bond between the two of them. So then we get to the subplot, which, by the way, first of all, I want to talk about some of Tamara's lines, but the subplot was absolutely hilarious. So pretty much we see that Maddie and Jake, as we saw in the beginning with Maddie, he's constantly talking to girls, and then we see that this one girl has a t-shirt, and it says, I'm gonna love you like there's no, I'm gonna love you like there's no Tamara, and Tamara says, oh, there will always be Tamara, and Tamara's so upset that she'll bitch slap you right now, and that was absolutely hilarious. And we see how I love the part with when Maddie and Jake planned the barbecue, and Tamara's like, how can they steal that? That's my thing, because that is Tamara's thing, and I thought that was great how she said that. But then we get to the subplot, and we see that Maddie and Jake can't stop talking about Tamara, Jake can't stop talking about Tamara, and Maddie can't stop talking about Jenna. So what they do is they turn their phones off, so the next time they get a text, they don't answer it. Or a call or whatever, they just don't answer it. And so it's very hard for them to, and I love the part where Maddie's like, I would have, but I had to go to this Jennifer Lopez concert. But I had to go to Jennifer Lopez's concert. That was really funny. And so from there what happens is it starts to get harder for them, and it just starts to get harder and harder and harder. But instead of just doing that, they take it to the extreme. When Jake makes the meat, it burns, and he says, oh, it's edible. So Maddie has Jake eat the entire thing, and then Jake tells him to eat this raw onion without crying, and then he eats hot sauce, and that was very funny. And then we see that Maddie made Jake shave his legs and make his fingernails pink. And, but then Maddie uses his phone, but then Jake said, aha, you use your phone, I win. But then Maddie's like, dude, I just made you shave your legs and make your fingernails pink. I think I'm the real winner here. And that was just great. I thought that was absolutely hilarious. Just the subplot was great this week. Honestly, it was hilarious. I loved every minute of this episode. It was just so great. Tamara's dialogue was great. I mean, Tamara's always my favorite as far as, like, puns and catchphrases. She always has the best lines. But I thought Maddie and Jake's plot was absolutely hilarious as well. Jenna, Jenna was, Jenna's storyline was great. I think it's going to be very interesting to see if she's going to pick Colin or Maddie. And it looks like in the next episode, she's going to see that, they are possibly we're going to see that, everyone's going to find out that Jenna likes Colin. And we see Sadie say how, oh, well, if you, wait a minute, that wasn't about your first time with Maddie, it was what you wanted your first time to be like with Colin. And she's going to tell Ming and Tamara about it. And where was Ming in this entire episode? Honestly, Ming is not my favorite character, but they keep dropping her every few episodes. It's very weird. Like, she's on an episode, and then she's not on for the next few episodes, but she's coming back next week. So it'll be interesting. But I really loved this episode. I thought it was really funny. And it also was very big, and I really loved everything about it. For me, best episode of the season. Honestly, it was just that good. I mean, really, Maddie and Jake were the best here. They were absolutely hilarious, and Tamara was hilarious as always. Just everything was so, so good. So that's it for my review of episode 8. Hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys next video. Okay, bye!